GCTV.
Hello everybody. Happy Passover. Today is a very special day, and it reminds me of when the Hebrews come out of slavery in Egypt, because I really truly believe with all my heart that's where we're headed. We're headed into Egypt, into slavery, and you're being duped into it. You're being lied to by all the politicians. You've got three main parties, and they're saying choose one of these three. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not playing that game. I'm not choosing one out of the three, especially if I don't approve of them at all, and I don't. And I'll get into that later, but I want to tell you about my journey. My journey started out with the truckers' convoy in Ottawa. I was there for the full ceremony, all the way through. What a loving, peaceful, joyful time it was. And the truckers there, they fed the people on the streets. The government at that time, which you don't know, did cut off and stop the food ministries from distributing the food to these people. And so that gave me an inclination of what's going on. And from there, they decided to freeze bank accounts. Well, don't take my word for it, but check into that. That had involvement with your great banker that the Liberals are following, and that was Carney. Now, another thing, so after I left there for the truckers' convoy, I went into the food ministry. I was in the food ministry for 3 years. I was feeding the people in Hamilton. I was feeding the people in Guelph. I was feeding the people wherever I could. I was going to Oshawa to feed some people that were sick. I just want to help out. I don't want any of your donations. I don't want any of your money. I'm not going to ask for any. I'm not going to take anything off anybody. This campaign will be funded out of my own pocket, and I'm not a wealthy man, but I'm willing to give. I want to give. I spent a lifetime on the street. In the front door of Maple Leaf Gardens, that was my office. My best friends were Mr. Harold Ballard and King Clancy. And so from there, that journey in the food ministry, I ended up in Jerusalem for a couple of months, and I lived in Jerusalem in the market, similar to the place I grew up in Cabbagetown. And so from there, I ended up going into a team called CPR. You heard of CPR when they revive somebody? Well, it's the Canadian Prayer Rally Team. I encourage you to take a look at that. So my mission here is I hate evil. I'm going to expose evil. I'm not going to point the finger at anybody in particular, but I'm going to open the eyes to the public so you can look for yourselves and see whether I'm telling the truth or not. Do not take my word for it. Thank you. This is a short clip, and I'll get back to you each and every day. Stay tuned. If you have any questions, send them, and I'll answer them. Thank you.
GCTV.